Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome. My name is Carrie and I'm a truth seeker. Welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. It does help the algorithm. Please share this with other people so they can join my channel. How you doing? I do again apologize about the mix-up in my other video. I was all scrambled. It was just really terrible. I haven't been on here in a while, so I'm a little off because I've been so busy with school. I don't know if I said in my last video, I am a student at North Hennepin Community College in Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. I don't know where everybody's from. I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota. I don't know where you are from. So, yeah, last video was a big. Yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible. It was terrible. I mean, yeah, that's what the last video was like. Um, exactly. Yeah, that was my last video. It was a laugh and a half. Um, Welcome to my show. We've got a lot to cover today, ladies and gentlemen. I don't really know exactly where I want to begin. Like I said before, I have been really busy. As you can see, these are much better curtains. I'm sure you've noticed from my other past videos, my curtains were just, there was that ugly white gray-ish. I had to get rid of them and make some new upgrades. The other reason why I haven't been on here is because I have been doing a lot of it's the holidays are approaching. I can't believe we're almost going to be at Thanksgiving. So I had to do a lot of cleaning in my apartment. Um, I'm going to be sharing some other content. Uh, people, um, you know, like Scott on Tape is one of them. You should go to his channel and show him some love because he's really awesome. I've been following his channel forever. There's some crime case shows that I might post on here. I don't have anybody specific. And obviously just kind of talking about like my life. I also do have my Cash App in parentheses or in circles. If you would like to donate, you can donate up to $30 to $200. I am struggling financially, but I'm also trying to kind of get my feet off the ground by just, being more self-employed, which is something I really want to do, which is kind of why I'm trying to come back and be more consistent off YouTube because I am also on TikTok. I'm also on, well, Facebook is just for more like friends and family. But you can follow me off of TikTok and off of Instagram as well. I try to post, I have a lot of content off of TikTok, a lot. So you can find me off there as well. Um, let's see. I think my TikTok. So if you'd like to follow me, I should have put that in. Next time you want to know what? Next time I'm just going to have to put that in the description below and I forgot. But if you want to follow me off TikTok, I'm not gonna ramble and I'm gonna make sure I put that in there as well because I'm a little rusty. You're gonna have to forgive me. I'm getting back into the swing of things. Like I said, I've been really busy with trying to pursue my acting career. I am taking college learning and strategies reading 2 class. I can't say I'm too fond of the teacher. He's just one of those teachers that just keeps on giving out assignments. Like, he does very little lecturing. Assignments, 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 assignments. Just when you think you're done with one assignment, you got another assignment coming, you know? Just when you think you're like done with one assignment, here comes another assignment. You know, just when you think you're like in the clear, you're not. Exactly. You know, and it's almost like, you know, it's just a really good feeling. It's like, oh, you know, you're done with one assignment. Um, you're done with one assignment, and it's just like, you know, and then all of a sudden you got more, and that's just pretty much what it's been like. Thought so when one assignment is done. Nope. And then you got a whole nother. Exactly. You know, and it's just crazy. It's like, yeah, it's like, you know, I never felt like, so I can't sit there and say, but I'm so glad I finally got the assignments done. So I can say I'm doing really good. I can kind of show you if you would like to see, because what my overall, if you want to see it, overall what it was, they got a 95 out of 100 on my last, hang on. I got a 95 out of 100 on my last paper. So I don't know if you can see this, but that's kind of what she wrote. If you can see that on there. That's kind of what she said. She's got very different handwriting, so this is pretty much, I got a 95 out of 100. And this is basically what she said on my paper. So I'll kind of read. This is my last paper and what I did on my. So here we go. On my paper. Okay, so this is basically what it was. It was good. It was the Spoil Creative Experience paper. I have to have my light. Not the best lighting. Okay. Sorry. That's not what you want to see. Okay. All right. What I got from the story that Volvia wrote about the creative experience is that anyone can act, not necessarily by becoming a fictional character. Instead, an actor gets in touch with those parts of themselves so they can become the person they are playing. I find it interesting that a lot of good actors and actresses can embody the person that they are portraying. In this story of approval, disapproval, what is happening results in a series of almost total loss of experience, the ability to be original and involved in a problem, and in a disconnected way. We function with only parts of our total selves. Also, in approval, disapproval, we hunger for self-identity and self-expression. In the real world, For the people, when they go see a play at a theater, the people want theater expression. People that go see plays at a theater want to experience a different type of entertainment than what they would get in the real world. In my personal experiences, approval, disapproval has been a big part of my life. Whether I'm conscious or subconsciously aware of it, I'm always seeking other people's validation in my life. I think a lot of us are. Acting is a big part of that. When I have an audition for a play, it can be very difficult because I feel all the eyes are on me. The director or directors watches how you move, sing, and even, I have to turn the page. Sorry. Dance. To see if you are a good candidate for the role. The pressure I can feel on stage, it seems everyone in the audience is judging me. In conclusion, I really love the story that Vulvia Spolin talked about in Improvisation in the Theater. I really liked it when I was reading the story of the creative experience. She touched on all the key points to becoming a better actor. These are the 7 aspects of spontaneity games, how one feels to being approved to disapproval in the theater life, group expression. Although these techniques are a huge part of the learning process in an actor's career, there's more to theater than just playing a role. For people who don't have a lot of acting experience, they may not realize how much effort it takes to set the stage. Physio-socializing for the formal theater where sets and props are used. Dungeons, walls are painted, canvas theater, reality only by making it physical. I believe that there is strong emotion not only the actor or actress can show us by using props. Now that I am taking an acting class, I know what goes into the creative experience as a whole. So, that is the first paper I think that I did on that. Yes, I knocked it out of the park. Yes, I did just that. Yeah, I think so. So, I did. Feels good to have that done. Oh, yes. Okay, so I did it. I really okay. Mm-hmm. Anyways, yes. So I got a 95 out of 100. If you would like to see what she said, I can't really make out her handwriting. So I really like my acting teacher, Kathy. She is awesome. I really, so I'll show you guys one more time. If you can see it, you maybe want to screenshot it if you want to read it. I'll flip Hopefully you can see it okay. I'll try to hold it. I can't. I'm trying to make sure that, okay. So I did get a 95 out of 100. I don't know overall if you can see the comments that she left there. Maybe somebody can translate what she was saying. If you guys want to translate that, what she was saying, I don't even know. That's pretty much what she was saying. Okay. All right. So that's what I did for that first project. I'm going to put this back. Okay, rock and roll. Okay. Sweet. Now, there is a video. Yeah, so next time I'm going to put all the other places that you can follow me at. You can also follow me off TikTok and Instagram. Facebook is more for like friends and family. I don't really use that for, that's if you further want to communicate with me. You can go ahead and leave comments. One of the things I will not tolerate on my channel is negativity. I'm not on here for negativity. Even though there are some content creators that I will show you what it's like just so you can get an idea of what. There are some that are negative. Me, I will be showing kind of the negative aspects of things, but I'd rather remain in the positive. That's just me. I'm more somebody who would rather remain in more of the positive sense of things. And I'm going to show you different content creators. You go ahead and you subscribe to their channel and show them some love, because it's part of my content to share that content. There's also another one that I wanted to share. I don't know what her name is. I think her name is, I haven't seen her content in a while, but I think her name is Ronan. I'm not really sure. She's a lady that lives in a van. She travels. She lives a very simple lifestyle with her and her dog and stuff. If I come across her content, I'll show you, because you go show her some. But when I do, a video I'm going to show you today is by Scott on Tape. He's awesome. You got to go show him some love. He's cool. He's an awesome guy, and he's really great. I've watched his channel now. This one I'm going to show you is One Lovely Broken Human Heart in the Grave. Yes, just a heart in a grave, and how it got there. So I've been following Scott on Tape for, I don't even know. Like, he's awesome. He's a great, his content is great. So I'm showing other people's content to kind of improve my content, to give me some more suggestions, because I'm a truth seeker. I also want to touch on more of the paranormal. Also, another one I might share is, his name is Robert Sink, and I follow him spiritually because he's really helped me get into a lot of certain types of meditations. You should really check him out, Robert Zink. You should really try doing some of the meditations, like raise your vibration, remove negative energy from your force field. Really, he's been a huge game changer for me. All right. Next time I'm on here, I'm going to leave where you can follow me. I have a lot of content off TikTok. I'm also off TikTok, so you can follow me off there too. I have I think I have more content on TikTok than I do here. So I just started deciding to come to YouTube. Okay, I'm going to share Scott on tape. And here we go. And I'm going to have to flip you over because I'm going to get him started. So flip. Yeah, it's going to be weird for a second until I can get, yep. Go. Hang on. Sorry. Mm.
It's me. All these regular graves, but this grave, a little bit different. So right here, all these regular graves, but this grave, a little bit different. I know you're gonna dig this. Get funky with me. What's going on, everybody? How you doing today? Here I am in Sacramento. I've been here for a couple of days now. Sacramento's great. Just got over a bit of rain. You see some blue behind me. I'm at Sacramento Historic City Cemetery. Did I get that right? Yes. I did. Sacramento Historic Cemetery. If you see my channel before, I've been to some strange graves. The one that sticks out, no pun, is the 1 foot in the grave. Cafe au lait is not coffee with steamed cream. A cafe au lait is coffee with steamed milk. That's what au lait means. Lait is milk in French. What's happening right there? So anyway, so I was very angry. Oh, Jesus! What in the... Okay. I'll put a link to that one below. That was quite a trip filming that video, to say the least. That was insanity. I was in North Carolina. And I'm on the other coast. And I'm visiting the grave. Well, there's 2 graves side by side, but one of them has something buried in it that's not... Well, we're going to get into that. And when I say we, I mean myself and my friend, Aaron. You remember Aaron. Aaron and I were in Seattle together earlier this year. We filmed a lot of videos. We still have 1 or 2 from Seattle. I think we definitely have 1. We don't have 1. That one was epic. And it's still coming. Probably another little one that I'm forgetting about. But we did a lot in Seattle. And we're going to walk toward where we think the grave is, the graves, I should say, and tell you the story. But it's somewhere. This is a huge cemetery in the middle of the city.
It's a beautiful cemetery.
It is. It's beautiful. But the maps are, I think the maps were written when the cemetery was first started, because the maps we're going by are very, very confusing. All right, let's go. Well, Aaron, let's go take a look at that, because we both like, we like cemeteries, but we also like sculptures and things that we see in cemeteries. You just pointed this out to me. Holding the lamb without a head. That's what happens, though. Sadly, in lots of older cemeteries, just break off. And I believe the grave we're going to has been vandalized quite a few times.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, we're going to see something at the grave. But we're kind of just, I think we're going the right way.
Did I say it's 325?
What are we at?
302.
302?
Yeah.
So we've got these little markers on the ground that we're using here. So it's going to be up here, a couple of rows, and over to our right. And I thought I read that there's a fence near it or around it, so there could be one of these up here. So Aaron, we're visiting the grave of Maria Rupp. And beside her, well, we won't give too much away, but the title probably already has, Francois Noisette. So who was Maria?
So Maria came to Sacramento in 1855, and she started up a brewery, a saloon, a beer saloon, and she was very popular with Sacramentans. And she had a fiance, Francois Noisette, and he was a French doctor. And they were going to get married. They were going to get married. They were in love. And there was another man that had his sights set on Maria, and he tried to start something up with her, and she said, "No, I'm sorry, my heart belongs to somebody else."
His name was Peter. What was his name?
No, it was Peter Metz.
Metz, yes.
And he wouldn't take no for an answer. So a couple days later, he came into her saloon and he stabbed her to death.
Right, and actually he stabbed her to death in front of everybody. He came into from what I read, he came into the saloon, said that he had left a knife there the night before. Right? This is what I read. And then the guy behind the counter said, "Oh, here's your knife," and gave him the knife. And then Maria was entertaining beside a piano. And reports are either her throat was slit or
she was stuck between the ribs.
Right.
That's what I heard.
Right. There's two different parts of the story, like two different, so long ago. But her last words were, "Get me to a doctor," but within 15 minutes she had passed away from her wounds. So her funeral stretched several blocks. I was just looking at this picture, St. Rose of Lima Catholic Church here.
Just like that. It's not only diapers either. We actually receive bed pads, baby wipes. And these aren't just any baby wipes. They're huge. It's all free. It doesn't hurt to check.
So I was just looking at this picture, St. Rose of Lima Catholic Church here, which burned down afterward. But there was 23 carriages in the procession. That shows how popular she was.
Yeah.
You know, she was a very, very popular. But so the guy who did it, he was captured pretty quickly, right? And then I think so. We're really out of sorts in this cemetery. I had to find it, but he went to a friend's house to kill her, and the next morning he told his friend what he did, and the guy goes, "You better go surrender to the sheriff," which he did, and then he said that she had promised to marry him, and that she had taken $500 of his money, and the rest of what he said was unintelligible. He was lying, and he was just making up stuff. He was convicted. He went to San Quentin, and then he went down to Stockton, that I just drove through, to the first quote-unquote mental hospital in Stockton, and he escaped from there. But then he got back. He got captured a few days later and was sent back. And he said that was a free trip. He made some sort of quip like, "That was a nice free trip." So we're not sure where we're going, but should be. We thought we were. Now we're not so sure. But it's a lovely day. The numbers are getting higher. We're looking at these numbers. I think it's 838 we're supposed to be in, but we're looking for 327, correct? Oh, I bet she's going to be near that white fence. Yeah. Oh, I bet you she's right there in front of us to our left. That's it. Look up here.
Oh, yeah.
It's the kneeling angel. Wow. This is it. Yep, 327. So here we have the grave. Now, it's not easy to read anything. Is there something on this side? Oh. Oh. Thank you, Aaron. Oh, wow. Well, still.
So this is Marie. This is Francois.
So it's not Maria, it's Marie.
Oh, sorry.
Is it Maria or Maria? Maria. It's okay. This is Maria right here. Now, we cannot read that at all. It's all mossy and just can't read it. But Maria's here. Who's here? Do we know?
I don't.
We don't know.
I don't. But I know that Francois, he paid for her headstone, and less than 4 years later, Francois died of tuberculosis.
He did, yes.
And he was a doctor, and he donated his body to science. Except he wanted his heart to be interred next to Maria.
Right. So this is the grave right here
Of Francois' heart.
of Francois' heart. So right here, all these regular graves, but this grave, a little bit different. Eric, you're a very emotional person. We've been through this on my channel before. You're already emotional at this grave.
Yeah.
Which it is that. À toi, Marie. To you, Marie. Francois Loisette. So yeah, this is one of the more interesting graves. Not sure who these other people are that are buried in this plot right here, but right here is just his heart with two hands clasped. I mean, I guess if you're donating your body to science, you can pretty much say, well, yeah, but not this part, and then I want you still get to be buried. I guess that's how that works.
And then he added the angel as well.
Right, he put this angel here, right?
Yeah.
And this is the part, see, her hands are broken off, if you look. And they said that was deliberate. Somebody did that. That they didn't just fall off. People broke off the hands. Yeah, which I was reading on the cemetery website. Kind of a strange. It's beautiful. Strange. It's eerie now without the hands, for sure. Wow. So I think to sum up, they were in love. Another guy wanted her. He couldn't have her, so he killed her. And he carried around that, no pun, for real, heartache for so long afterwards, 4 or 5 years. And just, loved her for those last few years. Yeah. If you're in Sacramento, the entrance is right there where I showed you. Just come 2 streets over to Cedar, which is right there, and walk in. Cedar and Magnolia is the intersection of the cemetery streets. And it wasn't as difficult to find as I thought it was going to be. It looks like there was something here that broke off as well. Right? Looks like it. The volunteer bench. But yeah, it's a beautiful cemetery. Lots of old graves. Wow. Look at this one. This is nice. They're all nice, of course. Look at this though. A Ross.
Is someone constantly lying to you? Are they always hiding their phone from you? Now there's a way to see the calls, messages, or...
Look at this though. A Ross. Look at those etchings. It's crazy. 1901, 18. Oh my goodness. Children, 1 year old, 5 years old, 1 year old, 5 years old, and 1885, 21. So young. All these kids.
Yeah, there are a lot of people here who died of the
Tuberculosis?
big influenza.
Okay.
Yeah.
For real, they're all here.
Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, a lot of these are really old. You'll see a couple of new graves.
I think we saw them over there.
Yeah, and it's just because the family owns the lot and
Right.
they're able to add people. But I don't think you could just buy a grave here.
Well, I think there's that
There's the newer part.
The newer part, that's, yeah, but not here. No, this is all historic now. But look, I mean, I've been to some cemeteries, well, many cemeteries like this. This is one of the more beautiful ones for sure. Yeah. And we're going to go visit another grave. And I want to make sure left something here for both of them. For Maria and Francois, for his heart, for her. All right, we're going to go somewhere else in the cemetery. Tell you another story that's here. I mean, what have I said? I said it's everywhere. This person or this family has a story. This person has a story. More than 1, 2, 3. Everybody has a story. You watching right now, you have a story. Every story is special. Every story is important. No matter who you are or where you are. Every life is important. And I've said that before. And I really strongly believe that no life is more important than anyone else's. And we've all got something. We've all got a story. Wow, look at all these graves. Beautiful. Wow. Everybody here. So we're walking over to section 17 now. I think it's right here. Well, let's stop and say who we're looking for. Because this is something you kind of just told me about. It's a fascinating story.
Yeah.
It's all you.
Okay. So, so there was a man named Nelson Ray, and he was born in 1820, and he was a slave, and his owner really liked him, and she included in her will that if she passed away, that Nelson would be released.
There's something.
The problem was Nelson had a wife and 6 children.
But even before we go further, there's something weird about that she liked him, but she still kept him as a slave till she died.
Right.
Let's make sure we mention that.
Yeah.
You liked him.
Yeah.
But you still enslaved
Still
him.
have a slave.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when she passed away, Nelson was released, but his wife and 6 children remained on the plantation. And so Nelson, this was in Missouri,
Right.
and he came all the way out to California because of the gold rush, and he became a very successful gold miner in Placerville, which is not far from Sacramento. And he got to the point where he had enough money, so he went back to Missouri to try to buy his wife and children. But by this time, his children had been sold to other slave owners. And so he was able to buy his wife and 3 of his children, but the other 3 they had no idea where they went. And so they came back to California, and he worked very hard as a blacksmith, as a miner, and he lived in Placerville still. But one day somebody came up to him and said, "There's a man in Sacramento who looks exactly like you."
Really?
And so he was intrigued, and so he came to Sacramento, and he tracked down this man, and it was one of his sons.
Oh, wow.
And they had, when they were sold to a different slave owner, they went to Texas, I believe, And so they were all reunited.
He found the other two as well?
Yes.
Oh.
And so there's a grave.
He was able to buy them back?
No,
Okay.
they were free at this point, I believe. Yeah.
So they were free at this point?
Yes.
And he was able to bring them back with him?
Yeah, so because Placerville's not very far, they all ended up living in Sacramento together. And so he was reunited with all 6 of his children, and they're all buried here somewhere.
All here?
United with all 6 of his children, and they're all buried here somewhere.
All here?
Yeah.
Let's go. Wow. Difficult to find, but we are looking. It's a cement plot like this. Just have to keep looking around for a little bit. Right here. This is it? Oh, wow. Yes. Here rest Nelson and Lucinda Ray, a multicultural African-American family. So, wow. So, having secured his own release from bondage, Nelson Ray worked in the gold fields. It basically, everything you just said. Northern California, by the freedom of his beloved wife and 3 of his 8 children. Maybe he said 6, right? This is okay. Bringing them west across the plains by wagon train in 1854 to establish a home in Placerville. It was not until 1877, however, that the rest of the Ray family, shattered by the child slave markets of Missouri, were finally reunited in Sacramento. Interred here are Nelson Ray, Lucinda Ray, Frances Marion Ray, Charles Ray, let's get all these leaves off, Lucinda Ray Gibson, Sarah Ray Bryant, Clyde Ray, Nathan Ray, Charles Nelson Gibson, Maud Johnson Gibson, Harry Gibson, Thelma Gibson Radin, Carl Radin. It is only through the dedicated efforts of Charles Nelson Gibson, the son of Lucinda Ray Gibson, his daughter Thelma Gibson Radin, and others, that this family's history and its traditions are being preserved. And then, do not deny what your senses tell you. The color of skin and hair, the slant of eyes and differences in culture, but find in that person the good qualities that you and they have in common, and then work for the betterment of humanity. And that's beautiful. Look at that. So we've got, I'm assuming these are possibly
I
6.
think those are the 6 children.
6 of the children. Clyde Ray here. Frances Marion Ray. Was his wife Frances? Lucinda.
Yeah.
So I think that's here.
Okay.
Yeah, there. Nathan Ray right there. Well, no, Nelson.
Well, there's a daughter named Lucinda as well.
Right.
So I think these are the 6 children, and then maybe.
I think these are the children all written here.
So.
Lucinda Ray. Here's Lucinda, and let me see.
William's one of the children, but I don't see William over here.
Oh, you've got the list of the children's names there? Okay.
Yeah.
So Nelson should be right up. Hard to read these. Maud Gibson. Wow. So Nelson's probably right here at the top. Sarah Bryant. Colorado. Where's Nelson's name? Oh, right there. There's Nelson there. Lucinda Ray. That's his wife. I didn't know about this story when I came out here, so I gotta go collect more rocks. I have one left. Look at all the little pots. The flowers. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What a story. I mean, this story is incredible. Never heard of this before. Thank you for telling me that. Thank you for bringing me here.
The city cemetery didn't even know about it until one of the ancestors of this family came to them and let them know.
Really? Wow. Recipes to the Ray family, everybody here, and to Maria and Francois. So just right over there. So if you want to find this grave, just literally where I showed you to go to the other grave, look for that little crypt that says Ames on it, and then walk toward the street, and you'll find it. And I'm assuming there's probably a wreath or flowers, fresh flowers here all the time, right? I would think so. All right, Aaron, thanks a lot. We're on somewhere else here in Sacramento. Rest in peace, everybody here. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
What if every purchase was an investment in your business? With Capital One business cards, you can redeem unlimited cash or miles rewards for your business. So you can earn, redeem, and handle whatever's on your plate. Apply today.
Nutcracker Magical Christmas Ballet returns to Minneapolis.
Gonna flip you back over. All right, go show Scott on tape. You saw his thing. Go follow him. Go show him some love. I always do that when I'm sharing content. I always encourage people to go, follow their content. I share content to make my content better. Not trying to copy off of somebody. These are people that I have been observing and that I have been watching and want to share them with you. Again, please like, share, and subscribe. It helps the algorithm of my channel. And thank you for, and share with your friends. Share with anybody that if you like this, share with your friends. Go ahead and do that because, why not? I want people to enjoy this. Hopefully, I will be able to be more consistent with my. And I know I haven't been on here in a while, but I've just been busy with life stuff and school, and it's been really crazy. Yeah, it's been nuts. So I have something else I need to share with you. I don't know if you guys know this, but it definitely wasn't like this. No. I don't know if I told you guys, but for a while and where I was living, I was receiving ICS services from Grandma's Place. And I'll kind of get into more detail about it later, but they basically, because I'm too independent, they were giving me 3 months to find another place to live. Where I'm living at, it's not low income subsidized housing. They basically, and I didn't really even know that they had me on a discount for my rent. Because right now I'm paying about $830 and I would like it to stay that way. But if I was still receiving services from Grandma's Place, that discount in 3 months, then they would suspend my services anyway, and the rent would go up to Marketplace, which would be $1,550. I can't afford that. I receive Social Security disability income, but this is kind of why I'm looking to, Yeah, 3 months is not enough time to find another place to live. So that wasn't going to so honestly, they're out and they're gone. I prayed about it to God and they are suspended. I do not have groundless play services anymore, so I'm good to go. Talk to my case manager. She says it does not apply to me, so I should be good with the rent staying at, it is now $830. Okay. I hope you have enjoyed this. I hope it was a lot better than my other video, which was all over the place. And if nobody's told you, God loves you, and so do I. Until next time.